Hey guys, are you ready to dumb down math with me? Then let's go. Here is a problem from variation. 150 men consume 1050 kilograms of rice in 30 days. In how many days will 70 men consume 980 kilograms of rice? As you can see, there are three quantities here, rather three variables. Number of men, let's say denote it by M. Then number of days, we may use D. Then there comes stock of rice. You will call that what we mean by provision. Let P denote provision. Rather stock of rice. Okay, these are the three variables you have here. Now let's choose the last variable P and find out its relationship to M. P and M. Let's find out the relationship between the number of men and the provision. If you have more men, obviously you need more provision. Rather, provision is directly related to or directly proportional to number of people, which is denoted by M. Now let's look at the relationship between these two, number of days and provision. If you want the provision to last for more number of days, you need more provision, and fewer number of days, less provision. So what do you observe? P is also directly proportional to D, the number of days. See, when I write P is directly proportional to M, there is this assumption of D being constant. Similarly, when I say P is directly proportional to D, rather the number of days, you keep the number of men as constant. Then only you will see the ratio of, in the first case, P by M, and the ratio of P by D in the second case remaining the same. This is the basic definition of a joint variation. Now, combining these two, you, as given in joint variation, you get this relationship. If P is directly proportional to M and P is directly proportional to D, what did you observe there? P is directly proportional to MD. See, the basics of joint variation I've already covered in another video, whose link is given in the description below. I would encourage you to go through that video to get a clearer understanding of the solution I am working out here. Now, this implies what? P by MD is a constant, which is what we mean by the constant of proportionality. Then this implies what? If you take one set of values, say P1, M1, D1, and another set of values for these variables, M2, D2, these two will be equal. There's a meaning of this ratio remaining the same as we're seen in direct variation. Now, there are 6 quantities here. The problem gives 5 of them. See, look at this, 150 men. You can substitute that here for M1, 150. Number of days, 30 days corresponding to that, 30 days. And how much is the provision? 1050. Now look at the second one, 70 men. And we are finding what? Number of days. So D2 we don't know. Write it as it is. And the corresponding provision given is 980. Now you can easily cross multiply and find out D2. 1050 into 70 into D2. Yeah, this is what you get. Simplifying this, you will get D2. So we have got the number of days, so much provision will last for 70 men. So the answer is 60. Let's work out one more problem before concluding today's session. The next problem is this. Manufacturing cost of a product is made up of two components. One is the fixed cost and the other is the variable cost, which varies directly with the weight of the raw material. 50 kilograms of raw material was used in a product whose manufacturing cost was 40,000. Also 80 kilograms of raw material was used in another product with its manufacturing cost being 59,200. How much is the variable cost of a product which uses 75 kilograms of raw material? Let's use C for the total manufacturing cost of a product. And the problem says it comprises two parts. One is a fixed cost, the other is variable cost. So this is the total manufacturing cost, that is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. It's given that variable cost is directly proportional to the weight of the raw material used in that product. Let W be the weight of the raw material. So this implies what? V equal to Kw, where K is the constant of proportionality. Now you substitute V equal to Kw in the original equation. So what do you have? F, right as it is. This will be Kw. Now as you can see, there is a constant of proportionality. We don't know what it is. And then there are three other variables. Now look at this part of this problem. 50 kilograms of raw material was used in a product whose manufacturing cost is 40,000. What does that mean? If you write 40,000 for C, which is the total manufacturing cost, that will be equal to, there is a fixed cost, we don't know what it is, plus K, still we don't know, but that uses up 50 kilograms of raw material. This W will be 50. You may write it as, you may write. So we got one equation. Now similarly, apply the next sentence in the same equation and you will get another equation. Let me write under this. See, instead of 40,000, you have 59,200. And fixed cost is something still we don't know. Plus 59,000, how much is the quantity of raw material? 80 kilo. So 80 K. Now we have two equations and there are two unknowns. One is F, the other is K. F is for fixed cost and K is the constant of proportionality. Now let's solve these two equations. We can easily find out F and K. Okay. So what do you do for that? Yeah, you subtract equation 1 from 2. On the left side, what do you have? 219,000. And on the right, FF cancelled. 80K minus 50K will be 30K. Okay, so K will be K has been identified as 640. Now what is the question about? We are asked to find out the variable cost of a product which uses 75 kilograms of raw material. So we don't need to find out the total manufacturing cost. We need to find out only the variable cost component. That means, see, total cost will be C plus F. If you want, you can find out F and substitute here. We don't need to because you are not looking at the total manufacturing cost. So, but C will be equal to F plus the variable part. Variable part will be how much? 75K. Okay. And this is the variable component. So only this we are asked to find out. So straight away you substitute the value of K, which has been found to be 640. And that will answer the question. And how much is this? Yeah, to multiply this, what we can do is, you do like this. Okay. 1, 60. So that's equal to 48,000. So 48,000 is the final answer to the question. Rather, this much is the variable cost of a product which uses 75 kilograms of raw material.